look, don't stop. Why were you near that early? First of all, huh? Why did you see that? No one was supposed to be here. Actually, you know what? I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're the bros for. Bro yourself. Anyways, welcome back, everyone. Here's my dear sweet internet stream. We're 1 week. We're 1 week out from the God's return to Street Fighter, and I'm not talking about Ingrid. I'm talking about myself. We're 1 week out from the GOAT's return. Stand ready for my arrival, you worms. But before that, some end of the week to get there. Let's close this. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you be saying yeah, okay. Last time I remembered, last time I showed up in Street Fighter, didn't I kind of wash you, Loki? Like 1 round singular. Look, shut up. That being said, next week Ingrid does come out. It's on a Thursday though, so that's the middle of our streaming week. We need to figure out how I want to structure this. I think we're gonna have like an entire week just Ingrid, so 3 streams just learning, getting back into Street Fighter, and learning how to play her. Other than that, for the rest of the streams, maybe we do something like every Saturday is Street Fighter, and then the rest of the week is mixed up with the various fighting games that we want to touch upon. Not sure. Also, that being said, on Tuesday, I'm not sure what we'll do on Tuesday. Maybe we'll start off the week already with some fighting games and shake off the rust in Street Fighter. I'm not sure. We'll have to think about it. Under certain conditions, so you don't deny it happened. Okay, first things first, lanterns. My favorite kind of lantern is a paper lantern. What about you?
Orphan's been trapped in the basement for 13 months. Crazy that Care has actually managed to stream 3 days in a row.
I know, right? It's draining. It's draining. Alright? I was like, I withered my soul. I'm joking. In case you were wondering, I have to go touch grass this weekend, so we had to have all our streams during midweek. Thanks for putting up with me. 3 days in a row. I know usually you guys need a day in between to recover from me leeching upon your energy like a psychic vampire. But thanks. Okay, let's watch this Lanterns trailer. Okay, trailer 2. So we haven't seen this one.
It's the greatest weapon in the universe. When and if
Just thought she put up the schedule as a joke. Some sort of joke to you. Don't worry, I didn't watch yesterday.
Use that ring to counterfeit money? No.
Wait, hold on.
Did you just use that ring to counterfeit money? No.
I guess if you
Tell me
need
how
to
you
like
got it.
scan it.
The ring.
you know how I got it. I sure as hell didn't interview for it.
Oh, well, shit, maybe you should have. Power like that, shouldn't you have to work for it?
I've been doing this since you were a baby. And the only way you're gonna get this ring is over my dead fucking body.
I think he likes me.
I'm interested to see how the story goes. So it is Hal Jordan and fucking Jon Stewart. Bestest boy, greatest Green Lantern ever to exist, Hal Jordan. And then John, although he doesn't look like he's doing too hot right now. It looks like he's in his washed up era. So
Everybody is lying to us.
We're not leaving here till we find out what they're hiding.
Danger's part of the job. You need to be
they're
fearless.
really, really, really
How are
baiting
you
us with the
chosen for
suit,
this?
aren't they?
It's only one question. Are you afraid?
Oh, did we see a bit of it?
You afraid?
Ooh, okay. Okay, okay. Okay.
You afraid?
One more. Okay.
You afraid?
Well, they definitely went the let's not CG anything route, but
Right.
Green Lantern leather, eh? Green Lantern leather, you say?
Are you afraid?
Oh,
Are you
there's
afraid?
King Guy Gardner.
Are you afraid?
Okay, so this is part of the greater. I keep. DC has done us so dirty. Done us so dirty that whenever I see a DC project, I kind of disassociate and just think it's like a separate movie. And then once they throw characters that connect to like the greater universe, I'm like, oh right, right. Okay, so these films exist. There.
I was raised fearless, and I'll do this better than he's ever done it before.
Then go and get it, John Stewart.
Man, we really like speed ran all the main Green Lanterns. You know, fucking Hal Jordan, Jon Stewart, Guy Gardner. I guess we don't have. Fuck, what's his name? New. He's not really new, but you know, like young replacement Green Lantern. What the fuck is his name? The guy whose girlfriend got fridged. Would you fridge me, chat? Don't answer that. Kyle Rayner, thank you. Yeah, that's like the only main one we haven't gotten, right? Am I thinking of anyone else? I mean, there's a bunch of popular Green Lantern characters, but as far as people have taken over the mantle, it's just those guys, right? There's a female one too, more recent. Are we talking about the one? Are we talking about Power Ring, who isn't actually a Green Lantern, or is there a new one that I don't know? Hey, Care, Habs up 4-2. Ooh, okay. Wait, is that Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan? Welcome. Better than Ryan Reynolds. Yeah. I mean, that CG suit was an abomination, but you know, parts of it were. You need some sort of green glowing happening on the suit. Maybe not entirely CG, but like Green Lantern leather is the far end of the spectrum. Also, trying to rerun the entire fucking Green Lantern over would be a field trip and a half. More recent, Jessica Cruz. Cool. Looking forward to that. I was looking forward to it so much that I punched the mic in anticipation. You hear that? I fist bumped the mic. Okay, next up, some more Street Fighter. Heads up, we got a bit of a Street Fighter heavy ending in the end of the week. We're gonna spend some time.
Here comes a new challenger.
Red Avatar matchup is after our achievement.
Avatar random.
Whoa, what?
Here comes a new challenger.
Wow, whoa. Wait, I'm confused. Is this just a guy? Is this John Avatar? Huh? Okay, in this mode, all fighters' stats are fixed. Fight against other players using a combination of fighting style and special moves you like. Can we just already do? Is this just a dedicated like matchmaking mode? All fighter stats are fixed. All gauges are maxed out, and all accessory slots are unlocked. Okay. So it's just a fucking no holds bar, everything unlocked, custom fighter matchmaking.
Avatar Arcade.
Fight about various matches. Wow.
JP.
Okay, so this is a little more to this mode. It's like a whole different mode of. Okay. So do we have to start from scratch, or can we like import our fighter into this, or is this like a completely separate thing? Dedicated matchmaking. Okay, so it's a new mode, dedicated matchmaking for avatars. Interesting. It looks like it's got some extra features, like this whole fight your mentor thing. Is it completely separate from your original avatar? Like, do you have to start over from scratch, or is you just like bring your person over? Use your avatar with the stats. There's Mr. John Street. Whoa. Oh. God. God. Got that time. That fucking evil Ingrid. Ingrid? Fun. Fun. The freaks are out here fighting. Freak Fighter 6. Max is gonna have fun with that, I think. We've never really dabbled. Ooh, angry character. That's coming up next. Don't spoil that. We haven't really dabbled in that. I mean, because if I play Street Fighter, I kind of just want to play like the actual fucking characters. But maybe we'll look into it. They're basically streamlining World Tour mode and adding more Avatar exclusive content. Cool, cool, cool. I do appreciate World Tour mode as like a single player activity you can sink hours into, but it definitely in terms of like maybe the fighting game audience might be like a lot to take in. Like you have to go in there and grind for some shit. I can see a streamlined mode going over well. Streamlining, no worries. My dyslexia put that shit together. I didn't even see that was spelt wrong. What is it? Streamling? Nah, nope. Nope. I didn't. My brain completely bypassed that. Okay, moving on. Hope official teaser. Hope for what? Hope for a better future? Hope for a brighter future? Daring to dream a dream? Because dreams are alive. We've learned past streams. What is this? Okay. Policia. Hope? Do I... Yeah, I think this is... Korean mission. Oh, ah. Man, Korean films have really taken over as the new place for just interesting movies. Just good movies. Okay, so quiet place esque. Oh, hold on, no. Wait, okay, all right, aliens. Bro, you can't just show me a frame of this. What's going on over here? Man. Cool. Looks like a bunch of fun. Oh. I think there was a foreign film I was meaning to watch. something related to Train to Busan. What was it? Anyways, cool. And next up, some Grand Blue Fantasy Relink stuff. All right, what's happening with Relink? Endless Ragnarok. Second Tuesday. Why would you just spell out trailer? Why would you spell out trailer in katakana and the rest of it was in English? Just make me flex my Japanese.
土とつながり、
Oh,
風に乗り、
my bad.
火を押す。
I tried getting into Relink,
私、
but I just couldn't do it. Surprisingly, as much as I love, you know, you might think of me as a fucking mega weeb as I sit here my anime avatar. But as much as I love RPGs and just like Japanese shit in general, sometimes JRPGs they just get too JRPG-y for me, you know? There's the typical pitfallings of a JRPG. One, kind of shallow gameplay. Two, really corny writing. Three, anime girls. And when some of those max out a little too hard, it's even too much for me. And like there's a lot of JRPGs that I've just gone into and been like, nope, it's too much. Just can't. Just can't do it. And yeah, I just couldn't get into Relink.
聖少女ザ・ワールドアーカルムシリーズと呼ばれる聖少獣の一群の始祖
Geostan?
その聖少獣はあらゆるものの記憶をたどり 世界創造から現代までのデータを蓄積している
Maybe I should try to get into it again.
そんなことしてどうしようってんだ
新しい世界の創造よ
Getting into
空の世界が危機に瀕して
the first stint in a JRPG is always the hardest. Once you clear the hurdle of getting into the game, it's usually once you ease your way into it, usually it gets better. So maybe I just need to clear the relink hurdle.
6式の竜が目覚めだったゼーガの空が再び
I am searching right now for another RPG. I want to play another RPG right now. I want to sink my time into some stuff.
最悪に見舞われるのは避けなければならない
Another pitfalling of JRPGs I hate are the equipment systems and just like now just random shit. But I've told you guys one of my biggest pet peeves in an RPG is having like just meaningless fucking gear. Like I hate just equipping like a bronze sword and it like giving me more damage and it not even like showing up on my character. You know what I mean? Like I hate that. I hate that. Which is especially why I fucking Final Fantasy 16 was such a gigantic disappointment to me. Because, oh my god, the equipment system was awful in that fucking game. The combat was kind of shallow, and the quests were...
第三の新世界を作り上げる
こんな世界なくなったっていいと思ってた
I know the variety
そっちもキーがいいんだに縛
and
ら
the
れる
fun
し
for Relink is playing the different characters and not for the combat depth even.
私にはもう大切にしたいものなんて何もないだから私はあの聖少獣の悪魔の声に応
I
え
think
る
it was good.
この時にいたい我が胸にあるのは
Although, I say that, I think I might have... Did I go the way of the pirate when I first tried this game? I don't know if I have it anymore.
拒絶する
こなたたちは世界が
I always
形
wanted
を
to try this
保つ
game
た
out.
めの
Want some Grand Blue in my life.
空の
Grand Blue as a franchise, I also have found love for due to its fighting game, but we tried playing the gacha and it was like, yeah, just couldn't do that either.
元へ元素を生むくさび創世の根
We're
幹である
definitely going to be playing versus the coming
六
few
竜の
weeks.
国 フェディエルより扉の試練。
Can you play this game with other people? You said it's like a Monster Hunter type deal. Can you multiplayer hunt Grand Blue monsters together? We need to get back to versus? Yeah, definitely. Yes? Fuck. Maybe you should fucking. If I could drag a friend into this, maybe. You can play it, yes? Or maybe we can play together, chat. That means I would have to buy it. Oh, you know what? There's a big sale happening right now on Warhammer stuff. Side note, we're going to be playing Boltgun demo. Because Boltgun is a game that's always been on the back burner docket of stuff to stream. And Boltgun 2, the demo's out, so we're gonna give it a shot. And if I like it, we're gonna buy the first Boltgun and play that because there's a giant sale happening right now. Ghost Sheet Quest character is imminent. I can feel it. Gacha is fucking rough. Yeah, that's another thing. Relink has a weird gacha. I'm gonna try it again. Do not play the original Grand Blue Fantasy. We tried playing it. It was rough. It was a little rough. It's definitely a gacha. It's definitely an old gacha game. It's definitely in the era of when gacha games were definitely phone games, and you can see it. But the art's beautiful. We just couldn't do it.
を課す。
You know what? All right, you've inspired me. You've inspired me. Whoever put this in the fucking EOW, I'm gonna try it again. And maybe not go the way of the pirate. That being said, how much is it? Grand Blue. Relink. You're still fucking. You could lower the price down a little bit. Okay, maybe I'll wait for a sale. We might wait for a sale. It's still like $60. You don't have the budget to try it? Sorry? Yeah, okay. Well, for shaming me. That's crazy. That's crazy, chat. I can join you for it. Okay, if I ever do get the game, I'll let you guys know, and you can come carry me in some Monster Hunts. We also need to get back to Monster Hunter, just to see what's going on. But that's for another time. Our fighting game extravaganza is going to be coming up. In fact, this is our last stream until our fighting game extravaganza starts up. And I know some of you, Vex, I'm looking at you, we're like, oh, fighting game extravaganza, huh? We're going to play like a single week. Nah, you don't understand. We've been gearing up. I've been mentally preparing myself for all the L's I'm going to be taking online. It's going to be like a whole month of fighting games, all right? Okay, buckle up. You motherfuckers are going to get sick of it. In fact, another structure I was thinking of, instead of just straight fighting games the whole time and like Street Fighter every Saturday, I was thinking we do fighting games again for most of the week and then have Saturday as like a flex to do like to take like a break and maybe do something other than fighting games. What do you guys think? Would you want just the fighting games the whole way through, or do you want a rest day? What you think on that? You have like 5 other multiplayer games you haven't even played? I'm like, what? What else? Helldivers 2. Helldivers 2 Warhammer? What? Oh, whoa. Hello? Yo. Give me a bolter. Are we getting a Warhammer War Bond? Yo, give me. Okay, hold on. What do I want? You have to give me a plasma pistol. You have to give me a bolter. Oh Jesus. A power sword as a fucking melee. What else could they even do though? I would like to see Warhammer themed armor, but it would look weird if it's not like actual Space Marine armor. I guess they could do like fucking scout armor. Okay, please. I'm kind of excited. Hellpods Prime. I mean,
hello everyone, I am.
You could say that the Hellpods. I know, like the drop pods. I wonder if Helldivers, because drop pods are like, you know, a pretty, not a super unique feature, but I wonder if Helldivers took drop pods specifically from Warhammer, because like they're kind of one-to-one with the way they look and their function.
Mikael Eriksson, game director of Helldivers 2. Today I am very excited to announce a collaboration between Helldivers 2 and Warhammer 40,000 for an upcoming legendary warbond. For those of you who haven't enlisted yet, Helldivers 2 is a high-octane.
Wait, I might have to get back into fucking Helldivers just for this.
Where you fight as a
What would they
Helldiver.
do? Okay, they have to add in the bolter, like some form of bolter. I think for the pistol, because it's usually a gun pistol, and then you get like some sort of like weird experimental weapon, and then maybe a melee. If it's legendary, probably you're getting a melee. The pistol, I think, is going to be a plasma pistol. The main gun, I think, is going to be like a storm bolt, although if it is like a storm bolter or something, technically Helldivers' fucking arms would get blown off if they were using a storm bolter. But we can sidestep that just for coolness. The main gun's gonna be some sort of bolter. I think it's gonna be a plasma pistol, and then I really want a power.
And the glory of Super Earth. Your mission: to liberate the galaxy from evil, oppressive aliens threatening our way of life. At Arrowhead, we believe these two worlds fit perfectly
They're
together.
not gonna do it, but it would be so cool if they added
full
a
of die-hard
Warhammer enemy
fans,
faction.
we are beyond thrilled to see this legendary warbond come to life. We look forward to revealing more later this year.
I need to get into some mega nerd shit and like start painting models. No, it's just an announcement. Oh, I might have to play Helldivers again. Sounds pretty good since Saturday is usually end of the week. I like the idea. Okay, so we might reserve Saturday as like a flex in case we get like fighting game fatigue. Guess you need a break from ads, chat. But this week for sure, this coming up week, is going to be Street Fighter pretty exclusively because I'm not playing Grid. You're not even done doing all your new live 2D model commits, and she's going, maybe I should paint some minis. What other live 2D model commitments have I is there stuff I promised you that I haven't added yet? Pepe Point? Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Have I forgotten stuff? You guys have your fucking clown hat already, alright? There's stuff that I personally want to do that I still haven't done. There's I want to add some more expressive like facial rigging via V-Bridger. I still need to fix up my yandere toggle. Still wanna do a different form of my jacket. There's a lot of stuff I want to do actually. Kind of been procrastinating on that. There's another project also that I've been really like gearing up to do that I've been procrastinating that really shit out of to also side note. Maybe some news on that in the future. The wink, okay, I guess the wink is a pretty glaring point, especially since I mention it every outro. Yeah, fine, you are right. That is one. Your outfits, the outfits were never promised. The outfits were I get to that maybe. The Joey face. Okay, now we know that was not promised. Oh god, if I read getting PTSD. Getting PTSD thinking about making the outfits work. I would have to redraw all of them. Although redrawing my witch outfit, draw that shit better would be nice. And then my school outfit. God, okay, don't think about it. Making the redeems work properly. The redeems working properly is actually a super easy fix. I can do that. I just wanted to clean up the keybind so that when they get redeemed, it wouldn't be like too wonky. Actually, there is a little problem with making the redeems work automatically because then you guys can turn me into. You can turn me into a crossbreed, and I don't want that. As you can see, so I have to figure out some way to make these exclusively toggle. And the hats, the fucking Pomni hat is a whole different deal. I've basically only kept the auto redeems off so that they don't have like mishaps. But I should do the ones. Okay, all right. Fucking fine, chat. There's some shit I gotta go work on. All right, maybe I won't go maybe I won't go paint minis in my spare time. All right, fine. All right, everyone, shut up. Angry character trailer or character guide now. Ooh, just got a full explanation. The guide's out. Can't you just have the expressions clear out before they change? Probably. There's probably a really clean and easy way to do this that I just haven't looked into. The way I've done it, I'm using a really old method probably. There's probably like a bunch of new method and or tech directly built into the stuff. I've been using like Mix It Up to automatically press my keyboard keys to the corresponding redeem, which is probably a really old and clunky way of doing things. There's probably a more direct, like actually toggleable way to do it, but I haven't looked into that shit yet. Anyways, Ingrid character guide. Shut up. Shut up. Stop telling me I have work to do. Japanese. Okay, Ingrid is a versatile character with a variety of projectiles, movement techniques at her disposal. By expending Sun Crest, she can unleash her full power of the sun and subjugate her opponents. Okay, so for what we remember, she might, I don't want to jinx myself, but she didn't look as insanely complicated as I worried she would be. She basically just wants to build up the Sun Crest to use the giant laser beam, and then the rest of her moves aren't super duper crazy. Now, she might be crazy execution-wise, but at least from what we saw, it doesn't look too daunting. Let's see how she works out. Ingrid uses projectiles to keep her enemies at bay while stocking up Suncrest. Once she has her fill, she can expend them to do more damage. The more stock she uses, the greater the effect will be. The Suncrests are only for the laser beam, right? One. Oh, only... Ah. Okay. I thought one crest was enough for the big laser beam, but it's two crests for the big laser beam. Is there an even bigger one for three crests? Despite excelling at ranged attacks, Ingrid also has simple yet effective combos up her sleeve. With some stocked up Suncrest on hand, unleash her explosive might at any distance. I was also wondering when we were playing this character if I'm really gonna have to play her as a zoner. I guess we'll find out. Is that corner only? Still have to work on finishing the sword. It looks great so far, Reaper. You wish to know more about me? Let me indulge you. First up, we have Sunshot. I can choose to fire this projectile from different points and change its trajectory. We have the straight one, and then we have the angled air one. Now, these are unaffected by Suncrest, right? However, if you hold the button just a bit longer, see, just like that, it can change the speed and angle of my projectile. Future foes and make them regret taking their eyes off my beautiful visage with a parry. Right, hold on. Right, we also found this out. The fireball, it's not different inputs for the air fireball. It's holding it it's holding it a different amount of time makes it go. It changes the angle. It's not a different input. That might be a little weird, but hits more times, even more force. Okay, standard OD fireball properties. Jesus fuck. Should I throw you a bone by letting you know on a little secret? You can fire overdrive shots even when regular shot. Right. You can double up the fireballs by OD. That's kind of albeit you're gonna be spending games to do that, but that's Sunflare, I think, is her main mechanic. Stop your foe's advanced mid-range. By using it with Suncrest stock is where it really shines. You can have up to 3 Suncrest. Is there a level 3 Sunbeam? Oh, okay, you can have 4 Suncrest. Never mind. Hold the light version? Right. And Suncrest isn't its own input. It's... Suncrest is the light beam move. But the light beam move doesn't have a light input. The light input is the Suncrest. Weird. Weird, but okay. Unleash a heavy Sunflare once you have Suncrest stocked. Up to 2 stocks can be used at once. Okay, so there's no like super one. It's only 2. Affects the number of hits, range, and fall potential of the attack. Oh! I thought this teleport follow-up would only be on like counter hit or something, but it works off a raw hit, huh? Interesting. OD, heavy version of Sun. If we OD it with no Suncrest, what happens? Oh. Is this route exclusive to the OD? This little dive route? Damn, so you actually just get like... I wonder how consistent it is. Do you kind of just get teleport combo after the Sunbeam, like, consistently off of any hit? Or does it, like, is it a little wonky? If it's, like, super consistent, damn. Don't forget you can cancel it into Halo Flight. What the fuck is Halo Flight? You didn't told us that yet. In my opinion, she might be hella easy to pick up. I was afraid to say that because I don't want to jinx myself, but she does look user-friendly from what we've seen. But I didn't want to jinx it. Think of overdrive versions as essentially 1 stock rank above the normal version. Okay, so if I don't have stocks, it's gonna be like stock 1. This is the flash kick, right? Gotta work on my DP input. Also, why the fuck do I still have this hat on? Hold on. heavy to follow up with stuff. Medium's a combo ender. Teach you some stuff in the combo trial. OD. Safe on block. Damn! OD doesn't DP if it's blocked. Okay. Fuck. I mean, if you, in case you wanted to make it extra safe, I guess. if you just fucking raw DP on wake up and someone's blocking and you're like, fuck it, I still want it to be my turn, just fucking level 2. Just level 2, it's still my turn. Interesting that they put Ed on screen. I'm assuming there's gonna be some like Ed-like route to the level 2. Sunveil, right? The counter. Okay, so it works on hit, works on fireball. I'm assuming grab beats it, right? It's not like a Jiren counter, is it? Fucking sick. No, that'd be toxic. You just do it every time I hit. What did I just see? It's not a DP. It's not a DP? What's the input? How do you know? What? Wait, there's more. You can use it to absorb projectiles that hit multiple times and hold the follow-up attack to counter throws. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. I was just talking about how it shouldn't. Wait, hold on. Sorry, what? My son just tried to grab her, correct? Correct? Did I see that correctly? My son just tried to grab her. Why? What? Why? That's her reversal? Yeah, I guess it is her reversal if it works on. Why wouldn't I just do this on wake up every time then? Why the fuck? No comment on me being AFK. Okay. Input 4 for the gap closer. Up for the dive kick, and then it's safe. Okay. Yup, you have JP Abdija. Bro. Damn. Damn. I wasn't expecting the counter to be that good. Why does it work on grab? Why does it work on grab? Also, her DP is not a DP? What input is it then? Do you know? Why do you know? Why do you know?
予定通りじゃな。ナイスファイトじゃ。
What is Halo like? It didn't say what that move was. Okay, level 1, standard combo, ender, level 1. Oh, enhanced like stop. Oh, Fury, like Fury level. Sorry, hold on. The strength of the move will determine its range of effect. Okay. Concealing stocks on crest will further boost its properties. I thought it homed in on the target because the target had like a crest behind them. When does that activate? There, wait, there you go. So if you hit them, if you get the positioning initially right, does it home on them? Because then the crest lands on the character? Okay. Ooh. Okay, so also enhanced by stocks, of course. I'm surprised he doesn't have a level. Wow. Surprised he doesn't have like a utility level 1 that gives her stocks. I guess Jerry doesn't either. It's range. It's ranged and tracks. It tracks, right? Yeah, it tracks your position. Damn, don't go far. Don't go far. Yikes. I don't even gotta worry about distance. This is fucking... If you're throwing fireballs, I'm just buffering. Gross. Gross. Oh, right. Did we not see the critical art version? Jesus Christ, Ingrid. I guess we haven't seen the critical art version, right? This is the CA? Fuck me. In the book. In the book. Akuma Run? What do you mean Akuma? This is the fight he's been waiting for. His path leads to the pursuit of strength. His path leads to the pinnacle, the mountaintop of martial arts, and he's found it. He's found it. He's found his ultimate challenge. This is what he wanted. I think it's quarter circle forward? Bro. You tell me I got a DP for quarter circle? Ingrid, my girl. Akuma looked happy there for a moment because he finally found the peak. This man's dedicated his entire life to finding what the pinnacle of strength looks like. And he finally found his goal. He finally found his goal and he knows what he's striving for. Alright, gross, cool. I'm excited. I'm excited. One more week. One more week and she's here. I want to see more disgusting combos because we kind of saw some basic shit, but I guess that's gonna come when she releases. What other questions do we have? I wonder how consistent the beam teleport combo follow up is, because if it works pretty much like on every hit, that'd be nasty. You call that martial arts? Yeah. Yeah, I do. Alright. She's trained. What else would you call it? Magic is a form of martial arts. Did she not have to hone her skills in order to command the cosmos? Alright. Different roads, maybe. Different roads, but they all lead to the peak. Max breaking down some footage. That being said, maybe we look at the footage ourselves first before Max breaks it. Okay, can we steal some tech from the CPUs? Let's see. Alright, what was that? What was that? Jump in, crouch medium or crouch heavy or something. Into the DP, which is in the DP. Okay. I want to see how consistently the teleport follow up on the sunbeam hits. No original outfit. Angry, don't lose. I'm gonna parlay on you winning, please. Okay, it's CPU level 7. That's not the highest level, is it? Is it? I can't remember now. I'm showing some basic shit, three hit combos and whatnot. Oh, I want to see if the teleport worked there. Kind of just does seem consistent, doesn't it? I wonder if it would work during that combo right here. Would the teleport follow-up work like close distance? It looks like it would. Ooh. Also, do you get more follow-up off of the teleport? I swear the video showed us that we got something after the teleport too. Or is that only in corner? Hold on. Before? Where's the teleport? What fuck? What part of the video did they show the follow-up? Is it during the beam? What? Sorry, was that only the jumping one? I guess that is all you can do, huh? Unless you have some sort of modifier there. Maybe can you? Is there any follow up you can do? I guess we just have to see what she comes out. Okay, whoa there, young master. That's right. That's right. All right. We all pursue the to summit the peak. Chat. We may take different roads, but they all lead there. The only allowed to so 7 because 8 does optimal shit. Her light kick is cute. Reminds me, who else has a light kick like that? Like a little step kick with your shins. Overhead, whatever the fuck that is. I'm gonna be seeing a lot of that, huh? A lot of just a sun flare into a teleport dropkick. Yeah. Am I gonna be able to DP at here consistently for my life? I like the crest version for level 1 a lot more than I like the level 1 without the crest. Oh, adorable. Also, I wonder about that fucking monolith taunt. Can you actually do that? Yeah, so they kept us from the level 8 CPU. They didn't want us having the Ingrid tech, huh? Cowards. You guys are... I'm just gonna apologize right now. You guys... Oh boy. You guys are gonna get the scrubbiest... You're gonna get the scrubbiest OD amnesia... You don't even... you're gonna be seeing that all the time. You're gonna be... I'm gonna apologize now, okay? You're gonna be screaming at your screens. I'm gonna spam the living shit out of that. Is it gonna work 100% of the time? No, but you're gonna be seeing that. You're gonna be seeing that all the fucking time. Okay, but yes. Counter proposal? Reversal super? Is that what that's supposed to be? Oh, it works on some. Do fireballs trigger the counter? Command grab? It doesn't work against command grab? Imagine if it did though. Why not? Why not? What? It works on regular grabs. I had not considered drive rush combos after the Sunbeam. Do they just work? Do they just work, or is it because of counter hit? Pretty sure it does. It does. spamming the shit out of this one, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the scrubby shit you're gonna witness. You guys lucky I actually just don't play a zoner. What if I'm gonna zone you the fuck out of here. Don't worry about it. Yeah, dirt, I can do the scrubby shit. Why is that safe? Why is that safe and how come... Okay, hold on. I've been distracted by Ingrid's fucking queen. Let's play Ingrid's match. What was that? She have like an air target combo? 3 hits? Interesting. Dude, thank God that's not a DP input because it seems like that's like the ender you should always go for. Especially if you do the heavy version that spins and safe on block. Or sorry, the OD version. It's the OD version that's safe on block that doesn't spin, right? Or is it the heavy? I wonder how these fireballs are gonna feel in practice. They do look very spammable, but I wonder if it's easier to find the gaps in a match. Because I always look at a fireball spamming match and I feel like, man, look at that. Look how spammable. Look how impressive that is. And then I try doing that shit in a match and I'm like, man, there are a lot more gaps in here than it looks. Throw a fireball at the wrong time, they jump into you, heavy your head, and you're dead. Okay, jumping heavy. Seen that a few times. Jump heavy, crouch medium into something. I think it just immediately went into the DC, right? They also are using that overhead move a lot. I don't think I've seen it hit once. Well, it hit that time. Not to their benefit, though. That counter hit. Counter. That's another thing I really, really need to work on. I need to work on converting punish counters. Because whenever a punish counter happens, I'm never ready for it, and I never know what to do. Like with a lot of things, initially, I think of like, oh man, I gotta be able to react to punish counters, and partially that's it. You like there are times when a punish counter happens and then you just have to react to it. But as with most things I've learned in fighting games, you're not really trying to react to stuff. Reacting to stuff is cool, but you typically instead want to set up for situations where typically a punish counter would happen, like shimmying or something, and expecting and watching for it. I've learned that fighting games are a lot more about setting up the scenario and then anticipating it rather than reacting to said scenarios. At least for me. So I need to work on that. Maybe I guess I'll be getting them through like shimmy or some shit. Oh, the DI. Okay, so we're getting a basic look on what. Yeah, so drive rushing after sword.
Now experience.
Oh yeah, Kuwait matching up to that. He might have to go Oni for that type of shit, and even then. I want the internet to power scaling it. A little harder to imagine the scale of her power because it's like magic and like how literally are we taking cosmic power? Like that critical art, like how, like, you know, like even compared to other like super bosses, Gil or something. At least Gil did some slightly tangible shit like raiding meteors. You know what that's gonna happen. You know what the devastation that's gonna cause. You know, they have slightly more tangible things than creating a microcosm and then exploding you. Like, how do you? I don't know where that scales. I don't know how literal we're supposed to take that. You know? If we're taking that shit literal, you're dead. But Oni ain't doing all that, bro. I love my boy, but nah. I mean, he's splitting a planet at least. Okay, let's watch one more match. I actually find it hilarious that we don't get to see level 8s because it's optimal shit, but at least we're getting a little idea. Getting a good idea of some stuff that I want to look out for. Mainly easy stuff that I can go for. Just regular hits into the DP is that. And Sunbeam teleport, obviously, and also Sunbeam drive rush stuff. Some basic stuff that we can dish out. Oh, that was cool. I'm guessing that's only corner. Is that only corner? Like, could I do the dive here? I feel like it would miss. I think that's only corner stuff. Come on, nostalgia outfit. Ingrid, beat her ass! Okay, you know what? Long range, it appears the only follow-up available is the teleport DP, but in combo, it looks like they look close enough to do the drop. Like right here. I feel like the teleport ass drop, I think it would work here, right? Next, Marvel vs. Capcom would have Galactus shooting himself. This is definitely the most out there character Street Fighter has ever like canonically made, right? Right? Because like I think of other stuff like Guilty Gear, like she would fit in as a Guilty Gear character as like in a game like Guilty Gear that has multiple dimension hopping characters, I feel like Ingrid would fit in there. But in terms of Capcom Street Fighter, the only people that have come close are like the like out there boss characters. And like Odie isn't even canon, is he? I mean, Gil's canon. I think Ingrid this is the weirdest, most out there character they've made in terms of Street Fighter. Alright, come on. Classic outfit, Ingrid. I believe in you. Your driver, she's cute. I really like her light. Her light kick animation. First character I'll learn light combos in, question mark. Seeing a lot of that. Jump in. Low medium. Okay, there. Worked there. Was it because of punish counter? Yeah. What's with the nostalgia outfit Ingrid costume bias? How come she getting her shit kicked in? Overhead. Overhead light? Overhead light. Okay, cool. We've learned some basic stuff. I think this actually was super helpful. Just some real basic stuff to go for when we don't know routes to go for. Like just basic 2 hits into the DP, Sunbeam into teleport, or Sunbeam into drive rush. All good stuff. All good. They didn't use their level 2 at all. Side note. Level 7 CPUs don't got the level 2 setup tech. I want to learn that level 2 like a lot. Like is it gonna be good for Oki? Like if I did level 2 on Oki, would it be like mixy as shit, or is it like terrible? Guess we'll have to find out. Okay, let's have Max break this out. Max can give us some more insight here. He says hands-on Street Fighter in grade 3, so I wonder, did he get to play her?
So, yeah, to preface this, I got to play Ingrid a little bit. And
yeah, there we go. All right, Max, give us the breakdown.
I was a little reluctant, and I'm like, oh, yeah, we'll see. I'll just wait till she comes out. This is not like a necessarily super exciting character for me personally, where I'm like, oh god, I cannot wait for Ingrid. But the presentation that they're pulling off with her has been genuinely kind of
two sides
cool,
of a different coin here.
that they're leaning into this wild and crazy space creature that she is, which is a lot more interesting than the Athena sort of mock character that they had before. So yeah, that was always the most appealing thing. I am going to summarize Ingrid based on previous fighting game experience, and also tell you guys that initially my thoughts on this character is that that's probably the least interesting character to me personally of all of them when this stuff was first announced. And at the end of this season, I still am leaning that I had the most fun with Sagat. I actually ended up liking Sagat the most, and I think Sagat is probably one of the best representations of that character just in general. However, Ingrid is nuts. From a gameplay perspective.
Why? Okay. I was actually scared. I didn't want him to say anything bad. That was genuine relief you heard. I was scared he was gonna be like, she's kinda lame. Oh, thank God. Thank God. I was like a like a child waiting to get disapproval from their father. I was like, no, please, Dad. Please don't tell me she's boring.
Representations of that character just in general. However,
I just got quiet as shit because I was like, oh god, Max, please. I was like, please give a stamp of approval.
Is nuts. From a gameplay perspective, this character is crazy, and I'm going.
Thank God, thank God. I was so afraid he was about to be like, she's kind of really boring. Like she's good, but she's fucking boring. I was gonna be like, no.
This is not going to mean much to many people, but I'm going to explain it with some gameplay. Ingrid is Holy Order Soul in Street Fighter 6. She literally is. Her entire game plan is that she starts off relatively like a normal character, and then she can build herself up to get these buffs, and the exact same way that Holy Order Soul does, and she...
I mean, but the stocks are... They buff moves, but they aren't like a buff. I feel like Soul...
doesn't keep them like Jamie, no. Her whole game plan is to chores and cash out, chores and cash out, chores, do I save it, chores more, cash out, chores and cash out. She is this constant bouncing back and forth. And your next question is, so she's
Max
this
does love his chores
insane chores zoning character?
I like my stock.
No, she's not really a zoning character. That's what's crazy. She gets a really powerful projectile that she can control with these chores. But at the same point, the character is described by Capcom, and I started noticing this where I'm like, no, she's super versatile. She's not here just zoning people out and keeps you at mid to long range distance. She's
I was waiting
not
for
the game plan.
I was a scared child waiting for my father's disapproval. Thank God.
Pull up some footage. Hold on a sec, chat. It is all we got right now. It's mostly just Ingrid versus Ingrid. So the fascinating thing is that I think it's her fireball back. This move does nothing by itself, but if you do fireball back light, she does this pose. She does these cutesy poses, and you can do them at the end of it in the air. You can do them on the ground. You can do them after certain specials, just like Holy Order Soul had. And it builds up her like sigil, whatever this thing is up here, whatever the official name of it actually is. It builds this up and it goes to, I think, around 5 or something like that. So you like her gameplay? I think as a core character in herself, she has some of the most interesting gameplay in the game, and it's crazy to think that.
Yes. Oh God, yes. Oh no, it makes me so happy. I was so scared. Yes.
And the reason that the gameplay is interesting is that when you build these, which is like, I don't know if she's going to be super good because she has to work for it, but dude.
Oh my God, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I was deathly afraid that Max was going to be like, she's a good character, but super fucking boring.
When you have these, it changes everything. Like every one of her specials, her level 1 supers, her level 2 supers, her level, I think even her level 3. It's actually like crazy how I didn't even get to see everything. There was too many modifiers, and it wasn't just like one cash out where it's like, okay, so now you're doing the level 1 version of this move. Here's the level 2 version of this move. If anything, if there's another Street Fighter character that we can compare this to, the push and pull of the move is not the exact same, but she's the most close to G in Street Fighter 5. G was different. G had to like get knocked down or something like that for him to lose his bullshit.
I'm surprised that the sun stocks affected that much, because like comparing to G, his like what the fuck, I don't know what it's called, like the earth stocks. Whatever the fuck those stocks are called, they like changed him like completely. Like they were like straight up like almost like an install buff. For Ingrid, I'm surprised that the modification of her moves has affected Max's like
No. Ingrid just like does a move and poses and then gets it, and it's up to her when she cashes it out, which is how the Holy Order Soul comparison is. So the nuttiest thing is that she has like really good teleports. She can do teleports after certain specials and stuff, an aerial one, a grounded one, all that kind of stuff. She's in the wrong game, dude.
The aerial one is safe on block for whatever reason.
With the character in some of this footage, if not some of the footage that's been released, she doesn't fit Street Fighter like in any normal way at all. She's like this insanely powerful being that is likely more powerful than any Street Fighter character that's ever existed. Some of the footage that's been released is actually nuts. And the weirdest part about it is that
we have a lot of Ingrid players on Thursday, huh?
How much effort they were putting into this, because there are so many manipulators that you can put on top of her specials that change the way things work and look. So I was just seeing new things constantly, like fighting CPUs and doing this stuff and getting whooped by higher level CPUs and stuff. It was like, whoa, you can do that. Wait, you can do that. Wait, you can do that. She had some pretty decent hit confirms.
Give us some
the one thing that
T-Max.
is clearly lacking on the character, clearly
Hold on.
and stuff, it was like, whoa, you can do that. Wait, you can do that. Wait, you can do that. She had some pretty decent hit confirms. The one thing that is clearly lacking on the character, is that her drive rush is probably the worst in the game. I think Geef's might even be faster.
Oh.
I have no direct comparison. We couldn't slow anything
no.
down, but her drive rush is legit bad. How?
I mean, that's okay. That's okay, right? I mean, she has so many tools. You don't want to be raw drive rushing into a motherfucker with a character like Ingrid, right? With all her projectiles and her sunbeams and all this other shit that she can do to get in. Surely that doesn't mean too much, because if you're drive rushing with Ingrid to get in, you're probably doing something wrong at that point, I would assume.
However, I am curious about this, where you can maybe make an assumption based on that, where I wonder if her having a really bad drive rush and being the last character of this season, as we are right on the cusp of a next season of Street Fighter 6. The Street Fighter devs have a history of this going back to like Street Fighter 4, where at the end of certain seasons or in between games, they test mechanics. I have no evidence for this outside of what Ingrid plays like. However, I'm really curious if this is like a precursor of where the game is going. And I'm really wondering if it's like, man, her drive rush is notably really rough. However, I'm wondering if other characters' drive rushes are going to be like that in the future. So I'm just saying, I don't know if it's going to be the case directly, but
yeah,
hers was so notably toned down from the rest of the roster that I was like, dang, wow, that is really specific. But granted, she makes up for it in other crazy things like conversions and offense and all this wild stuff, dude. I was absolutely not ready for Ingrid to be a character that was going to be fun or enjoyable to play. But what I dig about it is that, like, all of the cutesy shit that she does is like weirdly Looney Tunes. It's like, it's almost like tongue-in-cheek cutesy, where she isn't actually like trying to be cutesy. It's like she's emulating.
Bro, I mean, because she's a fucking... I think that works out perfectly, because she's a fucking eldritch space god pretending to be a cutesy girl. I think the tongue-in-cheek
Cute shit,
works
you know
out
what I mean?
that way.
Like, there's a weird aspect to her that I kind of appreciate, where she's almost like a comedy character. And you start to see that in some of the other footage that's been shown out in some ways, where some of her animations and stuff are kind of nuts.
Bro, that bot name? What do we got? Was she... Oh, okay, well. Thanks for taking care of that.
Look at this. Bro, like, I saw this super done to Akuma, and Akuma was sitting here basking in this golden light, and he was just like, oh, like, even seeing Akuma.
So, it's funny that we picked up on the same
like,
shit.
oh, like, the universe. So it's kind of insane that she legit is the most like powerful character in Street Fighter history. Like, she technically is eclipsing
if Max is saying it, I believe
like
it.
everything in some way. She's really nuts, dude. So yeah, the weirdest part is that she kind of played like a Holy Order soul, with some pretty decent hit confirm.
I'm just gonna say it. I don't know if this is gonna jinx the upcoming fighting game month we're going for. The goal. the goal in Street Fighter, at the very least, we gotta get our asses to diamond at least. All right, we gotta get our asses to diamond. I need out of these fucking platinum trenches. All right, I need out of the platinum mud.
Confirms a good anti-air. I don't know if she had a fully invincible anti-air. We had no training mode to test stuff. Some of the projectiles seem like they could be kind of rough at the start, but when they do get their sigil buffs, the Suncrest buffs, they end up getting a lot better. So I don't know, man. Like like I said last week, the last thing I was expecting was like to enjoy this character in some way, because I've had some rough impressions, some other characters where it's like Viper and things like that. I'm like, okay.
I'm so happy. My fighting game father's seal of approval means so much to me. Like the fact, not even that he likes the character, the fact that he thinks the character isn't boring.
It's Sea Viper.
Thank
but
God.
Ingrid, I was pleasantly surprised by her being a
Now, my fighting game's father opinion on the prettiest looking fighting game being Dragon Ball Fighters, that's the only point I've ever disagreed with him on, but you know,
lot
let
different
that
than I
slide.
thought she was going to be. And also sharing some similarities to
You're getting
G
to
and-
master trust? Alright, okay, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves, okay? Diamond might have been a
other
stretch.
games like Holy Order Soul, where it's all about getting these things and cashing out these things and getting these things and cashing out these things. And do you keep saving these things for the big cash out, because she becomes really dangerous when she has like a ton of crests or sigils or whatever? She can now convert big beams from full screen into like larger combos and stuff like that. So yeah. Does she carry them over between rounds? No.
Glad to hear that. I wonder what the conversion from full screen looks like, because we've been seeing beam into teleport dropkick is what we've been seeing the most, but I wonder what the full conversion from that looks like. Is it drive rush?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. She has to build them individually and you cash them out. So for anybody that's never played Holy Order Soul in Street Fighter, Holy Order Soul in older Guilty Gears, his whole thing is that he does a pose and builds like a buff. Like he gets stronger, and that buff enables him to do different things with his specials. It makes all of his specials and a lot of things on the character different. It's the exact same with her, but when you do that, it goes back. It pretty much reverts it back to like the default amount. You got to re-get the buff. You got to reestablish the buff and get it back. So there is...
Interesting how Max sees it as more of a buff rather than a stock. I don't know if there's a weird distinction in my head, and there's not much of a distinction in other people's head, but like I see it as like I find it weird to see it more as like a buff than like a stock. Even though I guess it does buff your, I don't know why. I find a weird distinction there.
A push and pull here where I don't know if she's going to inherently be super crazy in the game, simply because she has to like get these things. And a lot of characters that have to like get a resource don't end up being the best characters in Street Fighter 6. Usually the characters that just go in and can do this shit like crazy are extremely good. Anyway, like Manon? No, not at all, because Manon just gets strong per round and doesn't have to cash out. She just remains strong. Ingrid does not remain strong. Like, she only remains strong if you don't use the buffs, and when you eventually use your specials, they're gone. So you have to like get and acquire, get and acquire, get and acquire, and it's always this push and pull of like using it and when do you use it, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, it was very fun. It was very fun to like discover all that nutty stuff that you can actually do, you know?
Well, we have a little practice with managing Fuha stocks, although that's just wildly different.
Anything good? She has a lot of really good
Whoa. My boy's got combo trial footage?
combos. I mean, most characters in Street Fighter 6 have a plethora of target combos at this point. But she also, yeah, she has some pretty dang good ones.
Okay. Lights.
It was pretty obvious, like, what sets up for Oki, what sets up for big damage. Like most Street Fighter characters, you kind of get the idea.
Okay.
So, yeah, check that out. That is
Saw
one
that a
level
bunch.
of Suncrest, right? One. You only need one to do this massive beam from full screen, and then you go in. And if you hit that beam...
Was that one? I swear you needed 2 crests to do that much.
And you go...
No. Max is actually wrong
You only
here, I
so,
think.
yeah, damage. Like most Street Fighter characters, you kind of get the idea.
you need 2 crests for this, but she OD'd it, so she got a free crest. So technically you do only need 1 crest, but she OD'd it for another level. Because technically that's a level 2 Sunbeam. Damn. Calling out my fighting game father on technicalities. Golly. I'm back. Habs won. True. What's the bracket looking like? I haven't been following. We just watching Ingrid do shit? Yes, that is the. We should have named the stream "Watching Ingrid Do Shit." Get acquired. My emoji just refused to.
So yeah, check that out. That is 1 level of Suncrest, right? 1. You only need 1 to do this
Technically
massive
2.
beam from full screen, and then you go in. And if you hit that beam from anywhere closer, you can easily drive rush after and do some big stuff. It doesn't have to be only teleport.
Okay.
Teleport you can do manually. So it's kind of like up to you. Like this.
Whoa! Teleport input is all kicks. Wait, I'm sorry. So what are these input markers? Or any kick? Wait, what are these input markers?
1 level of Suncrest, right? 1. You only need. And if after and do some big stuff, it doesn't have to be only teleport. Teleport you can do manually. Like this. There you go. So, and if you have 2 Suncrests here,
like
the beam gets mad big, mad crazy, and then teleport down does like a butt bump. Yes. There. Like this. There. Like this. There you go. So, and if you have 2 Suncrests here, the beam gets mad big.
Is there another level of beam after 2?
So it's kind of like up to you. 1 to do this massive beam. Like most Street Fighter characters, you kind of get the idea. You only need rush after and do some kind of like up to you. There you like this. There you go. So, and if you have 2 Suncrests here, the beam gets mad big, mad crazy, and then teleport down does like a butt bump, and it knocks you to the ground for a ground bounce.
Oh, is it ground bounce?
Then now you're getting like big combos with confirms off of big stuff. So it's kind of cool. You're all about 3 kicks? Ah, yeah. And there was also
haven't seen any combo trial footage yet. Is Max the first person? Like,
a little bit of this is a slight teaser of her arcade mode. Let's check this out really quick. I want to see the arcade mode. She literally obliterates the other version of herself, which is like the little dude.
Oh. Karate hobo?
Does she talk to the audience? Not really. Not really.
Oh, okay.
There's no point in hiding
Yeah, Ookie.
How curious. You could sense me hiding between dimensions?
Interdimensional creature.
Hey, Ryu's still the main character though, huh?
My, how you've grown, Ryu. Bully for you.
Have we met?
I like it that the indication is that they know each other from Capcom Fighting Jam in a different universe, in like literally an alternate dimension where Capcom Fighting Jam exists, and Ryu's like,
It is funny that her being a weird dimension hopping space goddess is slightly inspired due to her real life development cycle. Like her being supposed to be a part originally of a game that got canceled has led to it translating slightly into her story into, it being like a dimensional space goddess. There's a dimension where that game wasn't canceled, right?
Like, who the fuck are you? Because he wouldn't know.
It's me, Ingrid, extra-dimensional woman of mystery.
Alpha 3's not canon, chat. We ain't gonna canonize the PSP and collection version of Alpha 3. Come on.
Moniker pales in comparison to Ryu the Bearded.
You know what? I think it makes a lot more sense that the interdimensional version of Ingrid comes from a place where Capcom Fighting All-Stars actually released. And it was a real game that came out, the code holders, you know? I think
she looks adorable. My only one gripe, and I don't know if this is Max reaching super far on this one subject. My one gripe with Ingrid is I don't wholly like how her face looks. And Max has a theory that it's intentional that she looks slightly weird because she's supposed to be some fucking eldritch space god that just is taking the form of a human, and it's supposed to hint towards that. I think that's kind of wild. If they intentionally did that, fucking props off to that. But I personally just think they just didn't make her look all that good. She looks fucking adorable in this art.
Where she's with Ryu in a game that never came out.
Scruffy thing, you really have grown into quite the man.
Ingrid, take me to that timeline. I want to play that game.
Oh, yes.
I want to be in a better world.
You were but a cub, nothing more than peach fuzz and attitude.
A cub? I haven't been called that since I was a kid.
Weird.
So we knew each other when we were children?
When we were children? Cute. But you misunderstand. I haven't aged a day since we
This is so low.
I've always looked like this.
Weird.
You really don't remember me? Wow, nothing has ever cut me so
Sure, you can, this child.
I just might cry.
Misatsu the child.
Well, one mustn't take things too much to heart. Time to move on.
God, Capcom art. God.
Let's think outside the box. Perhaps it's not that you can't remember, but that there's nothing to remember.
Capcom Fighting All-Stars never came out. Listen.
Temporal parallax, an anomaly in which the past of my world and present of yours have yet to converge.
Temporal parallax.
For you.
Fucking Ryu. Ryu doesn't have any idea what the fuck's going on, alright? This man's been a karate hobo his entire life. Okay? This man's been a karate hobo. He hasn't gone through first grade arithmetic. God is real Ryu. Want me to send you to him? God is real Ryu. And he looks like me.
You is an idiot, lady. Don't you understand?
But fret not. This is a matter for my mind, not your muscle. Though
Ryu is the wrong guy to be telling this shit to.
bring up would do you some good.
What did you have in mind?
Oh,
Fucking
you know what?
scrap up, bro.
Now come, let your fist do the talking.
She said the thing!
Yeah. I love how unexpected and weird as shit she is. I think that's the part that makes me happy, is that, like, again, I like being surprised by things that are, like, unexpected. And
God, someone out there, day of release, make an Ingrid mod where it's her normal outfit, but take off the fucking space bonnet. That's all I want. Mods, get on that, please. Modders out there, I want the base Ingrid outfit. Just take off the space bonnet, please.
I
Thanks.
feel like I just
Take off the fucking
enjoy that more and more
Katamari's
as time
bonnet.
goes on. Especially if they're done in, like, a really satisfying way. And I think what they're doing with Ingrid is probably the coolest thing they could do with her, you know? Turning her into this weird interdimensional space creature.
She's gonna be bald underneath. See, that's the thing. This is what you do. You chop off her head. She's a fucking intergalactic eldritch space god. Doesn't matter. She'll live. You chop off her head, and then you take the head off of Nostalgia Outfit 1, and then you just paste it on, and then we're good.
That is just hyper weird and funnily enough, like, self-referential. Kind of like as a tongue-in-cheek to the audience in some way is pretty cool. It's just fun. falls asleep and gets dragged off.
Nope. Chad, do you think the monoids are her slaves? These are questions you need to ask. Just like the character from Valorant that has those goop monsters. That he definitely enslaved those goop monsters. And every time they make little goop noises, they're screeching out in pain and anguish, asking for help. We just can't understand. Do we think the monoids are slaves?
That's her. She has a physical counter move.
Physical counter. I mean, it works on fireballs too.
So that,
bro. There's no way the counter works on like Ryu Fireball Super, right? There's no way the counter works on like Fireball Supers, right? There's too many hits, right? Tell me, God, please, tell me it works. Tell me it works. I'd be so happy. It'd be fucking nasty.
that's her building sigil right there. Check it out. She has to enter this pose. She can do this in between certain specials, from what I remember. Don't quote me on that, but she can do it at the end of some moves. And she can also do it while jumping. So if you have, here's an interesting
beating
thing.
her ass into the power dynamic is reversed, but is that ooky kooky spooky? I'm cosplaying a small girl acting. You know, when the doors closed, who's beating who?
Manipulate your jump arc by building the Suncrest, Sun Sigil, whatever. I think you could actually manipulate your jump arc. So if you don't want to jump all the way, you can stop and build it and fall straight down, and people will just like whiff DP and stuff like that. I think that worked that way.
Damn!
It's been a little while. You can like anti-air bait, yeah. You can also cancel it from air normals into it.
Is this the other player CPU here?
She also had a cancelable down medium kick.
Somebody playing arcade?
Definitely did.
Doesn't look.
She also had a cancelable down medium kick. She definitely did.
Down medium kick.
Good luck trying to anti-air that. Yeah, forward HP was this like lunging aerial move that keeps them juggled, and you can also go into sigil.
Okay, because I was seeing some stuff that I was wondering. I guess that's the forward heavy punch. See it?
Anti-air that.
That interesting property, because I was seeing that move into air sunbeam, which I was like, ooh, there's a move that gives you like airborne properties. So it's forward heavy punch. You're technically airborne, and if you do a move out of that, like the sunbeam, it's air sunbeam, but not regular sunbeam.
Yeah, forward M.
Which maybe they do. They didn't do it. It seems like a natural combo of that into
forward
air
HP
sunbeam.
was this like lunging aerial move that keeps them juggled, and you can also go into sigil. Anyway, cool. I keep saying Suncrest, but I think it's actually I keep saying sigil, but it's actually Suncrest, I believe. Yeah. Anyway, she was just really fun. That's my final impression. I ended up having a very good time. I kind of went to this thing and I was like, yeah, I'll try her for like 20 minutes so I can get some impressions of what she's like to tell people.
Father's approval means so
my
much.
bitch ass ended up playing for 2 hours. And I was like, I'm going to be in traffic now. My bitch ass was there for 2 hours. So we'll see.
Yes.
That is this has happened to me before. I ended up really liking odd characters in Guilty Gear Strive. I can't believe I liked Elfelt and put a little bit of time into that, not much. So anyway, I went from like, oh yeah, we'll just check her out, to now I'm actually kind of really looking forward to it. Now I'm like debating, okay, so yeah, Kunimitsu and this chick are going to be launching on the same time frame and like the same day. I'm like, am I just going to go back to Tekken on that day, or, you know, wait on Ingrid, play Tekken? And now I'm definitely going to play Ingrid.
Yeah, I was, despite how cool she looked, I was worried that she might, in practice, be a boring character, but this has assuaged those fears. I'm happy. Video Game Father has stamped has gotten his little fucking rubber stamp and stamped Ingrid's forehead with his seal of approval, and I'm excited. I'm excited even more so than I already was. I can't wait. Ingrid, come faster, please.
Now I'm definitely going to have a good time with Ingrid on that launch day.
Fuck yeah. Okay. All right. The launch. Okay, so she's coming out on Thursday. When Thursday? Is she coming out like? Is she coming out like late? Like, is it gonna be like a Zenless Thursday where technically it is Thursday, but it's like at 11 or some shit? Do we have time frames for when she's like actually coming out? Hey, video game lady, are you fighting in the streets again? We're preparing. We're preparing. I'm mentally fortifying myself. I'm putting on the boxing sneakers, wrapping my knuckles. We're getting ready. Fuck Tekken. Okay, Max. Yeah, fuck Konimitsu. All right, and that is the end of our end of the week roundup, at least for videos. Let's scroll through our zitter and see what's happening. Tom Kane, voice actor of Takeo Masaka. Who the Takeo Masaka? Takeo Masaki. Jesus Christ, my dyslexia. Who the fuck is this? Call of Duty Zombies. Oh, died at the age of fuck. God damn it, not where I expected that was to go. 64. He died kind of young. Damn. Also known for voicing okay, whoa, hold on. Yoda, Professor Uta. Yoda in what? I feel like Yoda should be the leading thing and not fucking the Japanese guy from Call of Duty Zombies. Did you voice Yoda in like in other minor like animated roles or something? Like Yoda should be the lead. Alright, well damn. Rest in peace. Too many legends. Too many legends gone from us, chat. Too soon. He was the main voice of Yoda in a lot of media. Shouldn't that take precedent over the Call of Duty guy? I feel like that's a bigger cultural impact. Well, I guess not. I guess fucking everyone's played Call of Duty Zombies. But yeah. Had a stroke a few years ago and had to retire. Damn. Well, rest in peace. Rest in peace, my guy. Thanks for all the late night Call of Duty zombie runs. I did always want to play as you. Well known for Taco in the gaming community. I see. Always wanted to play as you, especially because you got a fucking katana in one of the maps. All right, next up, some DVD stuff. Is that Yoda and the Professor in the Powerpuff Girls? Damn. Some big hits. Okay, so what DVD stuff's happening? I know DVD 10-year anniversary is happening. Is that what this is? Missed the last few anniversary Halos, unfortunately. Still have my first anniversary Halo, which is rock that shit constantly.
It slips into your.
I used to be good enough to rock that shit proudly, because it was kind of a
becomes a weapon.
Kind of a beacon hovering above your head saying "kill me."
The tools of your suffering. It feeds on your mind's hollow echoes, growing in the dark places where light once lived. It shows you a world.
Dead by Daylight will always be a surprise.
Where your thoughts
surprise fucking
into delusion.
dark horse for me, how long it's lasted and how much I've come to love it.
Unspeakable evil.
But it had lots of going for it. It was
It lures its prey deep.
definitely one of the most fun
asymmetric fabric of reality.
Asymmetric fucking horror games. Also early on, but and the story is cool. Like the entity fucking spiriting you away to endlessly compete in like a fucking endless death competition it's cool.
Dares to comprehend, and you never escape. You belong to it.
I feel like it'd be cool if they released like a maybe they have, maybe I just don't know. If they released like an actually story driven piece of media, maybe like a comic or something of people, you know, diving deep and learning more about the entity, maybe even like escaping from the fucking fog. Anyways, neat. Rumors are Pennywise. Bro, man, that's another thing. Which is maybe I shouldn't be surprised why DVDs last for so long. Because every time, even when the game first came out, when they added like all the killers, I was like, I mean, that's it, right? Like, what other killers are you gonna add? And then I'm always surprised when there's just more. There's just more killers that I'm just like, oh, of course, why not? Pennywise would be great, although that's running into another problem that DVD has run into before, like with with certain characters kind of being inspirations, sort of like the the cannibal being Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then we got fucking Leatherface, so kind of weird. And Pennywise, we already have a clown. We already have a clown in DVD, but I think it'd be cool. Here comes a new channel. Ingrid's oh, are we gonna get a little more information on the fucking mono icon?
Oh, I thought I'd never, ever, ever see you again.
Come on.
Babysit this one for a while.
How capable of beating someone's ass is the monolith? Damn. Kind of hilarious. Damn! How much life is it like dead in one hit? How much life does it have? Yeah, if I get my ass beat by a monoid, I'm uninstalling the game. Also, wow, I completely ignored the second half of your sentence. Sorry. The big J-Man? Are we talking about Joker? Who are we talking about? Trying to think of iconic horror legends that start with a J. We're talking Jason? But like, we've had such difficulty. Jason? Okay, so you were talking about Jason. We've had such difficulties trying to get Jason. Are they finally letting up? I mean, I'm always surprised, like I said, about more horror icons that could be added. But if we're talking about the last of like the core horror like icons, especially in terms of slasher, Jason is the last one there, I would say, in terms of like the absolute iconic people. I think we've gotten them all except for Jason. I think of any. We got Ghostface. We got Michael Myers. Got fucking Leatherface. What other? I think that's like it. We got Freddy. Yeah, and really, out of all the absolute A tier, the only thing left is Jason. They're trying to make Jason relevant again in media, so this would be the perfect opportunity. I see that, but I feel like that was also a good point way back when, and we were having trouble getting rights back then too. Mainly, I remember you saying it's because they had their own competing game, and now that's gone. So, hey, here's hoping. That really is the last bastion of like DVD completing. It's like, for lack of better term, like a fucking Pokemon collection of horror classics. I think Jason is the last piece. Okay, and that is, what the fuck is this? Also, why is Ken Jinrai so safe on Perry? The Manon? It is Manon. Okay, that's it for our end of the week roundup. Not many stuff, but some hefty videos. Took us 2 hours. And par for course, I guess. I told you it'd be heavy on the Ingrid breakdown. I'm looking forward to her so much. We actually gained some useful information. Some basic shit to try out when she comes out. A base of a game plan. So that's good. Also got a stamp of approval from our video game father, which meant more than anything to me. I didn't want to voice it out loud because I didn't want to speak into existence, but there was the lingering trace in my mind that I didn't want to acknowledge that, shit, what if she's boring? Like, she's got all this zoning and all this. Like, what if she ends up being like a good character that just has an obvious, super solid game plan that's just like one note and kind of boring to play. I'm glad that's not the case. I'm glad Max has given it's fun stamp of approval. So we're looking forward to that. That being said, that is a week away and we live in the now. So what are we doing right now? I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what we're doing. We're denouncing, chat. We're denouncing the Xenos, the heretic, and the mutant. Come at me, heretics. And if you're wondering what that meant, some Boltgun 2 demo is out. Whoa. Boltgun 2 demo is out. I've always wanted to play the original Boltgun, so we're gonna check it out. If I have fun, probably gonna get the original one. Or maybe just wait for Boltgun 2. We'll see. But before we transition, well, let's set this up and then I shall take a brief break, grab a drink, and come back. If it happens, that's it. I'll be a killer main. I'm surprised you're not already a killer main with like all the iconic characters there. Alright, and looks like we are ready to rumble. I shall be right back. Gonna grab a drink, maybe a snack, and then we'll jump right into it. Alrighty, let's get into it. The video capture is capturing your little ugly window bar. Let's fix that. Don't know why I was doing that, but whatever. Alright, let's get into some just good old classic boomer shooter fun. Nothing much to say about the game. It is what it is, just a classic video game shooting fun time, so let's see. This is, of course, a demo, so we don't know how long it's gonna be, but... Ooh! Get a character select? Malium Kato. Same guy as the first Boltgun. Wow, damn. I wasn't expecting... Fuck. I mean, I want to play... I want to be a Space Marine. But... Fucking Sister of Battle. Fucking cool. Damn. Damn. I mean, I can't play fucking Boltgun and not be a Space Marine, right? But... Do they have different abilities? Okay, he's a Stern Guard veteran, unstoppable juggernaut who knows only war. Malum Kato is a Stern Guard veteran with altering chapters of Veteran First Company. Obliterating charge. Dash frag grenade. Is it a frag grenade or a crack? Hold G during throw slow time. Press G to throw early. Chainsword lunge. Leap forward enemy. Hack to them. Press repeatedly to continue damage. Regeneration. When near death, Mal's Space Marine regeneration carries trigger. Hold on. Phone. Alright, sorry, that was your mom. She says hi, by the way. Anyway. Okay, cool. I guess they do have... They do. Sister of Battle, Celestian... Whoa. Celestian? No. Celestian? I thought it was fucking Saint Celestine for a second. I was like, whoa. Agile holy warrior, blessed with faith, fire, and fury. Nara Vaearth is an elite Sister of Battle... Celestine of Order of Our Martyred Lady. Fervent slide. Press F, slide forward. Press during to leap. Press to time slowly. Melt a bomb. Cool. And then she gets a power sword. Fuck, she gets a power sword too. Naira's belief in the Emperor is unbreakable. When her faith is very low, it regenerates over time. So they both accept regeneration. Or is faith of unique age? I want to play Sister of Battle. I want to play a Sister of Battle, but I'm really gonna play Boltgun and not be fucking Space Marine? We have to be a Space Marine. As my first experience, we have to be a Space Marine. It's just wrong. Low, medium, hard, Exterminatus. I ain't a bitch. We ain't choosing Exterminatus though. Because, you know, I'll leave that for another time. Welcome to the wild. Rotted with Nurgle's corruption, the jungle's appetite for death is insatiable. Imperial soldiers fight and fall to pustulant death guard. You're the only hope. A single Space Marine. A single named Ultramarine is all it's gonna take. Alright. chainsword animation is kind of funny. For the Malum, I'm flying over to your vicinity. Presence of Imperial soldiers confirmed. They are outnumbered by the enemy. Okay. So we have the chainsword dash, or chainsword charge. We have the dash. And I think that's it for now, until we get a gun. I love my big stompies. Ooh, I'm kind of floaty. Route assistance available via N. Interesting. Alright, here it is. Boltgun acquired. I know in the original Boltgun, you had a button just to start yelling fucking just start yelling fucking obscene rhetoric and shit. Do we have that button? What is it?
Glory to mankind!
There it is. It's
The
the
enemies of the Imperium will taste death this day.
no function. We have a button just to exalt the Emperor. Fucking. Okay, right click is still chainsword. Yell glory to the Emperor and then kill this man. I should play Boltgun, the original one.
The guilty shall be punished.
I need to bind that to my mouse.
Forgive no one.
Bro, I love it. Jesus Christ. So extra. Jesus, it's so loud. This is canonical Warhammer volume levels, but we gotta turn that down. Turn it down. I'll go 50%. You know what? I don't know why I ever decided I needed to be sold on this, but I'm gonna go buy the first Boltgun, especially because it's on sale right now. Ooh. Ooh. You know, funny enough, shotguns aren't really a Space Marine weapon. They are for like regular humans. I think I forget what they're called. They're basically Judge Dredd cops. They use shotguns, but Space Marines actually they don't have a wide armory of shotguns. The nearest thing is like maybe like a Melta, which is kinda like a shotgun blast.
I will wade through the blood of our enemies. The blood of martyrs is the seed of the Imperium. I will make my brothers proud.
So, okay, I need to mash the right click to do something more, but I think they die too fast. Oh god, fuck yeah. Death Guard this time around, huh? I think the first game was... I think it was Thousand Suns the first game, and more demons. Yeah. That was good. My F is just a giant charge through fucking people. Can't do the charge in air though, which is a little. Ooh. Plasma gun. Oh, I can't charge it. Little nerdlings, adorable. I don't know why I thought I wouldn't absolutely enjoy this to the fullest degree. Mind if I move? I almost shot my Kriegsman. Oh, what? Why should I melee my Kriegsman? Sorry, fellow Imperial. Didn't mean that, my bad. 'That was embarrassing. Oh no, I have a feeling this demo might be a little shorter than I want it to be. Overcharged my plasma gun, which is kind of sad, but maybe that's because upgrades are coming. Yeah, explosive barrels every. Oh, I'm sorry. Do not shoot your Kriegsman here, Jesus. Hello, my homies here. Kermit, Kodo, Vex, Emmy, if present. Emmy always getting the extra shot. Crimson, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for dropping by. Just grab all this ammo. These goodies. Extra armor would be nice. You know, when I first was introduced to bolters, I thought they were a little like wacky over the top guns, which is, you know, everything in Warhammer is over the top. But I've really come to love the just giant blocky bolter design. Jesus! For Ultramar. Okay, it's getting a little hectic. Damn! How long do I need to last? Okay, alright, alright. Keep them at a distance, so let them get close. Charging in and get a little lost in the sauce was fun, but maybe not optimal. Alright. Jeez, it's getting a little cramped in here. Kinda wanted to save my Kriegsman, but I gotta save myself. That is definitely a useful skill right now. Ooh. I need more Warhammer games. Space Marine 2 was a fun time, but not everything I dreamed it would be. A lot more of like a horde, a different kind of horde shooter than I wanted it to be. But I need more just like regular Space Marine games, not weird ones like like Dawn of War or even stuff like tactical RPGs like fucking Rogue Trader and stuff. I need just a Space Marine centered kind of normal shooter. Been drinking Everclear all day since last night. That doesn't sound good. Maybe don't do that. Unless you party hardy, I guess. Okay, welcome to the wilds. 320 kills, definitely hard. There were secrets in the level? Damn, I didn't find any of those. Is that the whole demo though? No, looks like there's more. Alright, we're on top of a heretic. I don't know what there's secrets about. I'm getting a little motion sickness for how pipe-paced the game is, but I'm used to it. I'll power through, I'm a gamer. Ooh, secrets, maybe? Berserker is damn. So unnecessary, but at the same time, so necessary. functionally does not need this, but would be so incomplete without it.
You are marked for death.
Just been in drinking mood. Well, alright. Make sure you drink responsibly, though. Reminds me of Proteus. That game was awesome. Oh yeah. Heavy bolter. Oh yeah. Now this is my gun. Oh my. Oh. Jesus Christ. Oh, it was a barrier. Why didn't I shoot it? Okay, not much of a secret there, but oh well. Heavy bolter, probably my favorite gun. Might be a little bit of a lame choice, but I have just a second for an LMG, which technically not even an LMG. This is probably in categorized terms of today. That's definitely just a not a light machine gun, but this game's equivalent at least. Whoa!
I am cleansed in the blood of my enemies.
Damn, that's good. Ooh. What if I do? yeah, heavy bolter's definitely a Terminator weapon. Wait, am I supposed to be going this way? It's over here. Oh, wow. No comment. My scroll wheel now goes down for heavy bolter. Shotgun, plasma. Okay, so I have to scroll up if I want the general order, or scroll down to get the heavy bolter. Put me in the clown hat, huh? Alright, see how it is. Also, am I just fucking chilling reading the Codex Astartes? God, I'm a nerd. God, I'm an ultimate nerd. All these Ultramarine haters just don't get it, alright? All these Ultramarine haters just need more time studying the Codex to understand its glory. Oh god, yes, heavy bolter. Heretics. It just fucking says it. Alright, how do we get in here? Whoops. Okay, probably charged face first into a bunch of grenades was not a good idea. Ow, 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 what the fuck? Dude, this is a save point? Damn. Am I alive over there? Better than before? A little more rough on my head than I thought it was gonna be. I wonder why it gives me motion sickness. So much fun killing stuff though. Can't stop. Oh yeah, okay, well. Here we go. Gotta be some secrets around here, right? Missing key. Oh. Oh shit, yep, okay. Alright, not good, not good, not good, not good. Alright. I mean, I don't fear the demon, the heretic, or the Xenos, but you know. Jesus. Ooh, over armor? Heavy bolter ammo, that's well welcome. secret discovered. Alright, here we go again. Definitely need to be chain sorting motherfuckers more. Alright, barely keeping alive with some armor and dream. One more purge, maybe? There's the key. Why am I doing this? I don't know. Maybe because the Emperor wills it, alright? The Emperor wills it, I'm but a servant. Looking wherever. Oh, okay. Well, didn't exactly help us, did it? Well, fuck. There goes what little health we had. Wasn't expecting quite the jump here, but a little secret over there, I see. Nope, it was just some ammo. Damn, how am I supposed to make that jump? Is there anywhere else I was supposed to jump? Hold on. Maybe I fucking... oh yeah, that was... okay. Little gore hole. Alright, this chain sword has proven pivotal in our survival. I also love grinding their corpses even though they're dead. Which is probably a sentence you should never say in public. But hey. Hey, is that a regular jump or do I need to? Probably better just to do this. See, if this was a regular demo of the past, this would be over by now, but demos are just full-on playlinks now. Oh, don't let him. Heard you say. Alright. Oh god, that's so good. Yeah, run towards me, little last water. Oh, he fucking fell off. Well, that was fun. Just a giant bridge for me to kill stuff on. Anyone stole that? Oh, now the castle is coming. They shoot back? Oh, they are shooting back. Man, sometimes what you need is just a giant kill floor and a long sight line to get you through the day. Will pick me up. Shit! Alright. Turn the tables on me there a little bit. What? God, worms. Look at this fucking art. And that is the end of the demo, but of course, big fun. Alright. Didn't have much else. Actually, let's go through one more level this time and do it as the sister battle. I mean, technically she should get different weapons, well, she is in power armor, so I guess she can handle a heavy bolter. And the rest of the weapons shouldn't be a problem for her. Okay, she's probably gonna have the same weapons. But we have different things. We have melta bombs. Press space during slide to leap, or hold space for time slow to leap. So large vibration. Let's try it. Although Space Marine got a bolter, it looked like the sister battle had a bolt pistol, so I wonder if our base one is Oh, we can't endlessly charge the lunge, okay. It is a bolt pistol. It'd be neat if they all got different guns. It probably functions the same though, as like the bolter, in terms of just damage and gameplay. Ooh, it definitely has less ammo. Okay, this is different. Five shots? That's a little rough. Oh my god, we get different weapons! Okay, this is... yeah, this is sick. Yeah, one-shotter. Melt a bomb. Ah, it charges. Okay, throw distance a little closer. Might have to be a little more melee centric with her. Damn. When did I get a fucking flamer? When did that happen? Return of Sword Master Carry? Is it a return if I never left, low-key? Hashtag don't call it a comeback. I'm so happy they got different weapons. definitely use the same kind of assortment of weapons. Sisters of Battle definitely have their preferences compared to Space Marines. Namely, Meltas and Flames. Also, I forgot how to... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Actually feels a little safer than Malum, maybe because of the armor regen. Which I think is her passive, actually not. I'm the biggest fan of this crossbow, but does enough damage. Sometimes it kills. Like, I need to aim for the head, or I fucking suck. Side note. God, Baltars just have such nice fucking cracks in them. They ka-chunk. I don't know. I don't know how else to describe it, but they just like they go ka-chunk. Alright, this section might get a little dicey. Mainly because the only real crowd control weapon I have is the flamer. Although I think... the crossbow can pierce. Get my grenades while I can. There's only one around here. Another one. Alright, here we go. Heavy lifting here, though. Kind of killing my Kriegsman, but I'm sorry, Kriegsman. all good. Flamer's really made this fucking fight way easier than that one was. It's so much ammo too. I just want to kill more. Okay, run the ammo out and then dip out of here. Why does the flamer have so much ammo? Alright, pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Might swing by and get the first Boltgun. It is super cheap right now since it's a mega sale. But I think we're gonna end things a little early tonight in preparation of our fighting game extravaganza next week. So, chat, I'll be seeing you next week. It's gonna be a little bit of a wide gap in between streams. Sorry for that. We have stuff to do on the weekends, but I will see you in a little time. As always, everyone that dropped by, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We are gonna end things here. As always, I won't hit you the link because I should probably just stop saying it as part of the outro. But we are gonna end things here. So, don't wander too far, my dear sweet internet streams. Otherwise, you can't help me purge the Xenos, the Heretic, and the Mutant. And remember, suffer them not to live. Avi, short and sweet stream. Yep, we're gearing up. We're gearing up for next week, where it's gonna be a. It's gonna be a fucking. It's gonna be intense. All right, it's gonna drain me of my stamina. So let's charge up for the battles to come. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Peace, peace.
Compliment on the record. I'm just rather someone said something kind about a record. It doesn't help you write the next one. And you must remember that a review is one person's opinion. And you can't put too much store by it. So it's a thrill for the day that it's kind of, it bothers you for the 10 minutes that you thought, oh, he hates us, he hates us. And then you leave it alone. And after I've done all the promotion, done all the TV things, or whatever it is that you do, and you go home and you're back in some normal atmosphere where it's you and a piano or you and a guitar, then you soon get down to just doing the work, which is what your career.
Alright, the future funk's gonna start at some point. This outro is fucking crazy, is it? I didn't just turn on a podcast, alright? Jesus. It's gonna. There we go, damn.